Bev, we've already got the biggest state debt in the country, and by some distance, we just cannot afford to have delays to major projects, minor projects, and I do hear complaints from even small developers that these heritage laws can really frustrate their efforts to develop property and provide some much needed housing, because we've got a housing shortage whilst this is all happening.
Well, absolutely. And, good luck if you think you can build houses in this state when you've got this nonsense going on. There is no criteria of how much can be charged for a cultural heritage assessment. You can't go to VCAT if you don't like the decision. It's just whatever you can pay to get a project up and running, that'll be good enough for the cultural heritage groups that are demanding this windfall profit in terms of cultural heritage. So don't talk about needing more housing if you've got this hold up in development.
I think this could be a significant issue in the lead up to the next election, but we need the Liberals to actually come to a firm policy position on this and give people a real choice, because at the last election, it seemed to be a unity ticket when it came to these sorts of issues. Now, the Institute of Public Affairs has published a report comparing the economic performance of each state, and surprise, surprise, debt-ridden Victoria has taken the wooden spoon, ranking the worst in the country for tax burden, debt burden and energy prices. That's a sorry trifecta right there. But Victoria is also below average, Bev, when it comes to things like wages growth, retail trade, productivity growth. The list goes on.
Well, you're absolutely right, Rita, and this is a state of records. I mean, we had the record number of lockdowns anywhere in the world, the record number of hospital deaths, courtesy of hotel quarantine mismanagement. We've got, as you say, record debt, record cost, record taxation, record bad education outcomes, health waiting lists, etc. But these increases in taxes, and there's been 53 of them in Victoria. One particular that is crossing my desk on a multiple daily basis is the increase in land taxes. And I've had businesses that have had their land tax increased by 300% and 400%. Absolutely unsustainable increases in land tax, which means they can't continue.
Well, you've got businesses being hit hard, but also mum and dad investors. We've had so many exit the market in this state, which has obviously put up rent prices because there's less rental properties now available. What is being done to address that? And do the Liberals have a plan to deal with this? Because rental prices are becoming unaffordable for so many, and there really is very little incentive for people to enter the property market in this state compared to other states, given the high rates of land tax and the way it's going up every single year.
Well, absolutely, Rita. We have to have a very defined policy about all this. And why would you be a landlord in Victoria? Not only are there taxes, but there's about 135 new regulations imposed on landlords to make it almost impossible to be a landlord in this state. And no wonder they're exiting Victoria and going elsewhere, or investing in other sorts of activity, including the stock market. You just would not be a landlord in this state for love nor money.